My name is Jason. Welcome back to Professor Sports Cards. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the first Superman cards ever made. We're going to try to look at 9 rules, but it's going to be almost impossible for us to get through them all because, well, yeah. Every episode the same exact way with the rookie card, a blurred out face. I think, comment below whose rookie card is this, what year. At the end of the video, we'll go over the price, the pop count, and everything in between. On the left, you're going to see the 1940 Superman cards. Beautiful color and cool looking. Haven't seen very many of these posted since I've been in the group. One day I hope to acquire card number 1 and number 2 in high grade. One of my favorite card sets out there. 1940 Superman bubblegum cards. There was a reprint set. He thinks it came out in 84. Beautiful cards. And if we take a look at the comments, what do you think? I think some of these vintage or first year, the first year Superman, first year Batman, in the long run, do they appreciate well? I mean, where are they now? I don't know. Some of these Superman cards can get pretty expensive. The Batman cards are a little more affordable.
Tell me. Do you bleed?
Here someone says, these are nice. I was checking them out until I saw the price. Settle for the 66 Batman. Still pretty awesome.
Holy ashtray, he did tip us off.
Here we have the 66 Spider-Man came in. Again, some of these first-year cards from the superheroes, they're cool-looking pictures. The colors have held up well. Here we go. Here's the Batman and Robin from 1966 and just the SGC one. Let's do this so you could see. So low grade, so someone was able to pick them up affordably, hopefully. Yeah, neat looking cards. I love these kind of cards. They really are cool. I don't own really much of any of them, but I really think they're cool. And if I do, and here we see some other people. Oh, he says here, recently got these $90 and $45. I mean, that's a steal. Come on. That's great. And I would assume that if 10, 20, 30 years, they're not going to lose a ton of money. I mean, unless all collectibles and all things go to zero value, why would these? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, these are awesome. Very, very cool cards. I have tried to shoot this 2 or 3 times, and it just ends up being too boring. He says he tries to keep it brief, and it's just anything but brief, and it's not the best written. You can see here how long this is, what he writes here, and I was able to narrow it down into something so much more concise and simple. Hype causes young player cards to spike up in value. After several years in the league, the hype has moved on to a younger, newer player. At this point, you can pick up the first player's card cheaper as it finds its true value. Some of his stuff was just all over the place. Here is and then basically what I made it into is narrow in on your collection. So what he wanted, he had some merit to what he was saying. He was also out there on some of these rules. We're not going to go over the entire thing just because it becomes boring, man. It becomes too much, and he's repetitive. Some of these rules could have been said over and over. Some of the things I do agree with. Why don't we just stick with that real quick? I do agree with narrowing on your collection. It's hard to do that, especially as a younger collector, when you don't have the funds to do that and you just want to pick up whatever and have fun with the hobby. But narrowing on your collection is a good tip. Another good tip is that buying wax is a losing proposition. So boxes and packs, really. Gambling with terrible odds. So it is gambling if you want to have fun and throw some money away. You really have terrible odds, though. Buying the right singles feels more like a savings account, where if you put that same amount of money into the right singles, if nothing else, it should stay flat and hopefully over time increase in value. Scroll down to the comments. Every really weird post. Everyone's free to collect what they want. Weird post.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him.
I thought this was a cool non-sports collection to look through. Just gigantic. You have some Garbage Pail skateboards up on the wall. I see Home Alone 2, Terminator, ton of different things in this collection. I thought it would be worth at least just glancing at real quick. A lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, more Garbage Pail Kids up top. Just how many? I mean, these are most of this TMNT stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja, they're not duplicates. It looks like most of this stuff is actually different product, which is extremely cool. Hook. I wonder if this stuff is sealed or not sealed. I would guess it looks from my eye like it's a mix of some of it still sealed. Here, again, not sealed. Look how colorful and cool those packs are from the Ninja Turtles. Can you see that well? Yeah, good enough in my opinion. Yeah, just worth sharing this collection with you. It looked, I thought it was neat scrolling through. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of early stuff. Here's Garbage Pail Kids from the, it looks like the 80s and 90s. Really neat collection. Try to bring you more of that. Some Team USA love. USA women's soccer wins the gold for the first time in 12 years. It was a 1-0 win, and gold medalists over Brazil. Brazil is the silver. So USA, a lot of leading the medals. I think China, as of right now, has the gold medals by 1, at least last I checked.
Glorious gold for the United States.
I'm finishing up this video Sunday morning, the last day of the Olympics, and it's 40-40. China, United States, each with tied gold medals. Team USA women barely beat by 1 point, etched out France. It was exciting, very close game, and they win in dramatic late fashion. Team USA men's basketball also played France in the gold medal game on Saturday. It was an excellent game as well, and Team USA needed every bit of Steph Curry on Saturday to squeak out a win versus France. They were only up by 3 with about 2.5 minutes left, and Steph Curry made 4 3-pointers in the last couple minutes of the basketball game to seal the gold medal for Team USA.
I was doing real good, yeah. I was styling out there like a champion, yeah.
If at the beginning of the video you said the Serbian Joker, you are right. Nikola Jokic rookie card in a PSA 9. There are 2,000 of them. It last sold for $180. In a well, let's look at the chart, the 2-year chart before we go. I found it interesting. Let's make sure you could see this real quick. Yeah. Okay, so if we take a look, this is prior to his big playoff push. And you see at the end of 2022, it's at roughly $100. And this was his playoff year, the year they won the championship. It had some dips and bottoms, but mainly, I guess it came back down to about 150 here in April, beginning of the playoffs about. And then throughout the whole playoff run up until the NBA championship, this is how it works. The card sells for more during the hype. He wins the NBA title, and you think, wow, this card should stay steady. And post he just won, it should stay up. And immediately, this happens with Mahomes cards too. Now that he's won a few Super Bowls, maybe not, but same thing. This is what happens at Jason Tatum. Go check it out. After he wins the title, it falls back down. And this is the previous season. Just now they didn't win the championship, but again, it almost did the same exact thing towards the very beginning of the year. It did the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. Up, up, up. Is he going to playoff hype, playoff push? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is he going to win the championship? And then they lose and it falls back down. And here we are. And could we expect to see the same thing next season where the playoffs come again? We're going to find a low. This card is going to continue to trickle down. This card will continue to trickle down until January. That's what we're seeing the past 2 years. And as long as Denver's in the push. Now, I don't like what Denver did in the offseason. A lot of teams got better. Denver did not. Denver did not have a good offseason whatsoever, while other teams got much better in the West. In a PSA 10, there's only 1,200. So the pop count in 2015 pop count is still relatively low. The pop counts did not explode yet. I believe 2017 is the year you see him explode, the Jason Tatum year, Kyle Kuzma. $600 for this in a PSA 10. I like the pop count. Are we going to see the same? I've not looked at this chart. I'm very curious. Is it going to be the same? Are we going to see the last 2 years? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say it's going to be the same where it dips down up all the way until about December, January. That's when it starts to creep up. And then you get the playoffs in April. May starts playing well. Is it going to win a title? It starts creeping up even further. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the push. It's exactly that. Here's January beginning of 23, the push, all the way up through the playoffs. It goes down again, goes down, 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 up until December, January, and we see the climb back up. The PSA didn't climb as high as the PSA 9 did in this year's playoff push. He did not win. They exited early in the playoffs, and it falls back down. Take of it what you will. There is volatility in this player. I don't expect Denver to make as big of a playoff run this year, but if you do, if you think Joker has another push in him this season, it might be something to buy in November or December, noticing the climb in January, February, March, and get rid of it sometime in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
All-Star was hilarious. I know they want us to play harder and whatever, but man, that shit was so funny. Jokic is hilarious. I said, yo, brate, I need a dunk tonight. Like I need a dunk from you tonight. He's like, ooh. I don't think I got that one, Brate. And then remember Kyrie threw him a lob and he barely got off the ground? Kyrie wanted to play for real. Kyrie was like, yo, and he was like, Jokic was like, yeah. I don't know what you want me to do about that, bro.
That's funny.
I have some great videos scheduled for you this week. I come out with this every Monday to Friday. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It takes me anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half to edit each video. All I ask you is to hit the like button. I noticed that over 70% of the people watching are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. As always, have a great day and thank you for watching.